We are live for Smackdown Live. This is our Smackdown live stream. And obviously it's coming off the back of what was a very eventful Raw. We had The Undertaker return. We saw Firefly Fun House puppets everywhere. There's lots to talk about. I'm sure you guys have got lots of questions as well, and we're going to go through all of that. I am very much looking forward to this show. I was excited yesterday for Smackdown for Raw, and it didn't disappoint. Smackdown, I don't know, I'm maybe not as excited, if I'm being honest, because I don't think we're going to see any puppets. I don't think there'll be any more Firefly Funhouse references. And the reason why I say that is because they always showed Firefly Funhouse on Raw, and then on Smackdown you would just get a repeat. Now, they're obviously not going to repeat the puppets appearing, unless they're going to say, we noticed something last night whilst we were watching the show back. Look at this in the background. They could do that. They could do something along those lines. But I'm not expecting to see Mercy again, or Huskus, or anyone else in the background tonight. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not expecting anything there. We could get surprised, but I'm not expecting anything. Obviously, Undertaker, you can never expect Undertaker, but rumours are that he's not at the show tonight, so we're going to have to wait and see. Is he going to surprise us again? But I don't know. It tends to be... Although saying that, SmackDown, when I think of The Undertaker, I do think of SmackDown. So, maybe. But apparently the rumours are he isn't there, so... obviously they have announced a few things. Kofi's going to talk about getting attacked by Samoa Joe. Shane and Drew are going to talk about being attacked by The Undertaker. Bayley is looking for new competition. So I think this show is going to be stacked. I think there's going to be a lot going on. I'm just not sure we're going to get any surprises. But let's wait and see. Let's not be too down on it before it's even happened. Hello to everyone that's in the chat, by the way. I wasn't ignoring you, but I just wanted to get those initial thoughts out there. Jason Brown is here. Thanks for the fig. Hope it comes soon. No worries, dude. I will be going to the post office at the end of this week and getting all the prizes from Stomping Grounds, Raw, anything that I need catching up on. They will all get sent at the end of this week in a few days' time. So keep those eyes peeled next week. Hello, Ryan Payne, Anna Dawes, MBA every weekend. Days Ramblin' and Husks are going to appear. Days I am sick of Kofi. Hello, Icy, hope you are well. Days, did you know that a kid mentioned CM Punk? Yes, I saw this. I gotta be honest, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It was during one of the commercial breaks. Is it a name Sarah someone? She went up to a kid in the crowd, asked him who he thought the best in the world was, and he said CM Punk, which, what was she expecting? Because that's kind of his catchphrase, best in the world, CM Punk. So if you're going to use that kind of terminology, then you're going to run that risk. So I can't say I was too surprised that the kid said that. I don't think the kid was trolling or anything like that. I didn't get that vibe. I just honestly think the kid, in the heat of the moment, got asked a question, who's the best in the world? And he said, CM Punk? Yeah, that's logical. That's like saying, who's the phenomenal one? You're going to say AJ Styles, aren't you? So, yeah, I don't think the kid was trolling or anything like that. I just think she asked the wrong question. She should have just been who's your favourite superstar or something like that. But even then, you've got to be careful, because he might have said Kenny Omega or Chris Jericho. Who's your favourite WWE superstar? Done. There we go. Nice and safe. That is a safe question. Unless he says Dean Ambrose or something like that. Raw's attendance last night, 3,500. I heard this. I find it hard to believe. I do believe it. I'm not doubting it. But I find it hard to believe because I've actually got Raw on right now. And it looks like there's more than 3,500 there. If you think that those arenas can hold I don't know, 10,000, something like that. I know the O2 can hold like 20,000. So let's say that arena can hold 8,000, 10,000. It looks pretty full. Like, granted, I appreciate behind, you can never quite see. I mean, all behind it might have been, completely empty seats and whatever, but I can't say watching it I thought there was a problem, so I am surprised that the numbers have come in that low. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Raw will be live in Dallas, Texas. That should be good. Texas crowd are normally good. The Chicago crowd are normally good. Texas crowd are normally good. New York crowd's normally good. London crowd's normally good. So, it should be fun. Days, my favourite superstar is The Undertaker. Same here, dude. I'd say he's my favourite superstar as well. Days, what is your opinion on the rumours of Shane becoming WWE champion? He hasn't done anything to deserve it. That is from Aceman33. I gotta be honest, right? I was thinking about this earlier. I'm starting to wonder, do WWE just need to hit reset? Do they just really need to change everything? I mean, do they need to look at the staging? Do they need to look at the structure? Do they need to look at their champions? Do they need to look at how they bring people up from NXT? Like, it just feels like everywhere's got little niggles. Like, there's a few big problems, and a lot of people would say that Shane and Baron Corbin are big problems. And they could be. I mean, I gotta be honest, I think if this was a normal time in wrestling, Shane McMahon being champion would be fine. Shane McMahon is a heel. You're not meant to like him. Doesn't really matter how he gets his heat. Doesn't really matter, why you don't like him. He could be boring. He could be evil. He could go around pushing kids over. It doesn't matter why you don't like him as long as you don't like him. And people don't like him, so there's an argument that he is their best heel at the moment. Like, people love seeing Shane McMahon getting beaten up. So, I don't know, there's an argument he's the best heel that they've got. So, I can see an argument for them putting the title on him. That might upset a few people. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying I can see an argument for it. I can see why they would be interested in doing it. The fact he's not earned that helps in many ways because he's a heel. You're not meant to like him. So if you don't like him because he hasn't earned any opportunity, there's another reason why it works. So, if this was a normal time, then I would say I could see them doing it. This isn't a normal time. The heat that WWE is getting at the moment, it's just like anything they do, they're just getting destroyed online for. Like, the house attendance are down, the Raw attendance is down, Stomping Ground attendance is down, people are hating on the shows, and yeah, it's just anything and everything they do is just, people are laying into it. And I think a large part of that is there's an alternative now. People don't have to watch now. They can watch AEW. And whilst we're talking about that, we will be streaming Fyter Fest this weekend. So make sure you join us for that. That is going to be a massive, massive show. Fyter Fest this weekend. We are going to be doing a live stream. That is the second AEW show. It's going to be very interesting because, of course, they put a lot into that first one. And this is the second one. I'm not sure the card looks as good. I'm being honest, I don't think it looks as good. So we're going to start to get a bit more of a realistic idea of what AEW is all about. So big show, huge show, important show. Let's see what they do and what they're able to achieve. But with AEW around, that kind of means that WWE needs to do whatever they can to please people at the moment. They need to be putting smiles on people's faces. Might be one of the reasons as to why The Undertaker came back. I just don't think a Shane title run is in the best interest right now. I just think that would be a disaster for them. People would tune off and not come back, and that is not what they need. So, Days, if the Undertaker returned, where is Kane? Kane's off being a mayor, isn't he? Isn't Kane like being a mayor in a town? So, yeah, I'm not expecting to see Kane. I mean, like, he'll make the odd appearance. There's every chance he appears at Extreme Rules as a bit of a one-off. But I'm not expecting any kind of lengthy run with Kane. Do you think Bray Wyatt's hurt and heel gimmick could be used to heal WWE and make it better? Well, no, sadly not. I think it's too big of a job for one person. I don't think Bray on his own can really turn WWE around, because the problem with WWE is it's got fundamental issues. I actually started writing out a tweet earlier that I kind of stopped because it read like I was moaning, and I wasn't moaning. I was just trying to... I wrote a tweet out of a few suggestions of things that I would change about the show. And when I read it back, I was like, oh, I don't know if it reads right. I think people are going to get the wrong idea that I'm complaining, and I'm really not. There's definitely things that need to be improved, but I've really enjoyed the past 48 hours. I thought Stomping Ground was solid. I thought Raw gave us some talking points, and really that's all you can ask for. So I think it's been all right. I mean, they've done well. I don't want to be down on them right now, because I think they've tried, and you have to appreciate when they've actually tried. And I really think they've tried. So fair play. Let's see what they can give us tonight. But I've said it many times. One of the things that was on that list, I think only tag teams should have tag matches. I'm tired of seeing single stars being put in tag matches. I just don't want it anymore. So only tag teams should do tag matches. I would lose one of the women's championships. I would lose one of the tag team championships. I would lose one of the men's mid-card titles, probably the United States. I would even be tempted to lose one of the big titles like Universal, or I'd never lose WWE. That's the one that goes all the way back to the start, so I would never lose that. So I would be debating about losing the Universal. But I just think there's too many titles. I think you've got tag divisions that are they're too thin. Like, you could have a great tag division, but you don't need two champions. Only need one. And then have everyone else battling to be number one contender. Rather than, you've just got a handful of teams that are competing for both titles. Same with the women. I just don't think the women's roster's big enough to support two titles and tag titles as well. So there's just a few things I'd change. The other thing I'd change, and this is a big one, right? Big one. I would stop promos that don't say anything. I'm so bored of promos where it's literally someone comes down to the ring and says, blah, 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 I'm going to beat you this Sunday because blah, 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 I've beaten you before. I have beat you before, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to see you this Sunday at Extreme Rules, blah, 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 kind of a thing, right? And then they come out, and then they go, you're not going to beat me on Sunday because this is my time now, blah, blah, blah. It's just, and there's nothing there. There's actually no substance to the promo. I'm going to beat you. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. Well, we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I suppose we will. Good. Do you know what I mean? That counts as a promo these days. It's like, do you know what I mean? Let's get some clever lines in there. Let's get some humour in there. Let's push the story along. Let's talk about some old matches. Let's bring some callbacks in. Do you remember that time? Do you remember that time when we had that fight in that cage match? It's going to hurt me to say this, but I actually let you win. You was going through like a real tough time, and watch this. Do you know what I mean? Like some storyline where it's like, whoa, what's this? What's going on? What do you mean he let him win? And then you've got a video package that's not a replay. It's like some unseen footage and things along those lines. Actually give us some entertainment in the promos. That's not, I'm going to beat you. No, you're not. It should have been me. I know. That Mark King, that is the epitome of what I hate right now. It should have been me. Whining, moaning, like Dolph Ziggler saying, you know, I've worked hard and I've stood on the sidelines and I've had to watch others go ahead of me and moan. That's not entertaining to me. Give me something in the promos that's gonna shock me. That's got callbacks to older events. You know, I mean, just think of the rich. This is something else that bugs me. Actually, that's it. I'm off now. That's it. You've set me off. But this is something else that bugs me. WWE have been going since 1962, I think it is, right? I think they were even around before that, but they became Capital Wrestling in the early 60s. And then you had Buddy Rogers as the first champion, lost the title to Bruno Sammartino in like a squash match. Sammartino held the title for like 7 years. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. And they've got all this history. They've got this whole network. They've got... I can't even tell you how many thousands of hours of content. Like, I wouldn't even know how many thousands and thousands and I mean, it could even be like into the hundreds of thousands. They've got all this footage and they do nothing with it. The only replays that you see are based on the week before or earlier in the show. Like, they're like goldfish. They've got memories of literally that day, and that's about it. They might be able to remember last week at a push. It's like, let's show you what happened last week, and you'll get a little clip. But anything past that, forget it. It didn't exist. Like, they've just got memories of a goldfish. It's like, why can't we have something like regular on the shows that kind of dips into that history? Do you know what I mean? Like, we could have a little segment where we learn, like, a superstar profile. Like, we're gonna talk, right, this week on Superstar Profile, we're gonna talk about Adam Bomb. Or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many kids out there that have never heard of Adam Bomb. I just think that would be really cool. It would, you know, kill a little bit of time. I would find it more interesting than a pointless promo or a squash match. And... you know, it kind of raises up the profile of some of their previous competitors, and they can even use it to kind of advertise the network. If you enjoyed watching that little segment on Adam Bomb, you can find that and so much more on the WWE Network for $9.99 a month. Something along those lines. That is lovely stuff, and they might sell some networks off it, but they don't do that, and I do find that ever so strange. As to why they don't go back into that history, you know. Days, going back to last night's stream with the rumoured introduction of rounds, do you think WWE should ditch gimmicks? Because I think it makes it more sporty. That is the Psycho WBD. That is a great question. I actually think WWE right now they've got a Rock, not the Rock, a Rock here, and a hard place here, and they are firmly in the middle, right? And what I mean by that is that they're stuck. They're stuck right now because they haven't got gimmicks, but they don't invest in the backstories of the superstars. So all you've got now are names, and even they change. So, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you had Andrade Cien Almas, and now he's become Andrade. Like, that's it. I mean, what? Let me know. What else do you know about Andrade? Come on, fire it off now. Forget the fact he's going out with Charlotte, yeah? Because WWE haven't told you that. And forget the fact that he was, you know, what he did in NXT. Tell me about his history. Tell me about, you know, his training. Tell me about who his idol is. Tell me what his dreams are. What he's in WWE to try and do. Tell me about his family life. Tell me about things he's been through. Tell me about what he wants to achieve, where he wants to go. Tell me anything about Andrade. And that's my point. Is, okay, some of you might be able to say that he was the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. Some of you might be able to, you know, talk a little bit about NXT, which is fine, but that's his journey. It's not really his story. I want to know more about the man. What does he like? What doesn't he like? What's his passions? I don't know anything about him. But this can be the same said for No Way Jose, same said for Mojo Rawley, the same said for EC3, the same said for pretty much all of them. Like, the most interesting thing I know about Ali is that he used to be in the Chicago police force. And WWE did nothing with that fact. Like, Ali used to be a Chicago police officer. How do you not use that to your advantage? I've got no idea. So, we don't have gimmicks, okay? We don't have... I mean, okay, you could say Bray is a gimmick, but by and large, we don't have gimmicks. It's not as if we've got someone running around as a dustbin man, or someone running around as, a plumber, or someone running around as a monk. All of these were gimmicks from the past. So they don't really have gimmicks anymore, and equally, we don't know about backstories and what people are trying to achieve, and we don't see them training and working. I mean, with the UFC doesn't have gimmicks. They kind of have little nicknames. You've got the cowboy, you've got the Korean zombie. There's a few little nicknames in there. But their backstories. You know about where they've been and the journeys they've been on. UFC give you some nice little packages to kind of bring you up to speed. And, the people are out there. They're doing interviews. And you just don't get anything like that with WWE. And that, for me, might be the single biggest problem in wrestling right now. That might be it. Because gone are the days of The Undertaker. I mean, look how excited we are over Bray Wyatt, because there's just nothing else like him. He's actually got a gimmick that has had time invested in it, and people are losing their minds as a result, because there's something there for you to get your teeth into. There's something there for us to talk about, to theorise over, to get excited about, to wonder about what the future's going to hold, how's he going to react to that, and then he's created this universe. Like, one of the most exciting things, one of the things I cannot wait for, and I can't stress this enough, is when Vince McMahon walks into his office and the puppet Vince is there and they're face to face. The look on Vince McMahon's face when he sees this, potentially for the first time, right? Because we can pretend that he didn't watch the Firefly Fun House, yeah? So, when he sees and he is face to face with the puppet, I want that moment. And you're not going to get anything like that from Andrade or EC3 or Mojo Rawley or any of them, because Bray is the only person they've invested that time into. And that's the problem. That, for me, is the problem. You either give them all gimmicks and you give them backstories and give them vignettes, or you invest a lot more in their character development and you tell us about who they are as people and why should we care. Like, it's hard to know who my favourite wrestler is now. You asked me when I was a kid, I'd have named 10. Ask me now and it's like, well, Bray, obviously. Asuka, because of what she can do in the ring. And I know about her journey, but that's only because I know about it. I know about her in Japan and how big a star she was. Outside of that, I'm starting to struggle. I mean, I love what Andrade can do in the ring, but I really worry about the ones that are coming through. And there seems to be a real disconnect between NXT and the main roster, because by the time they actually get called up, they're changing their names, they're changing their gimmicks, and everything's changing. I mean, we don't need to talk about the War Raiders / Viking Experience / Viking Raiders. You know what I'm saying. Remember when people freaked out about the Hardy Boys' return when they thought WWE would go TV 14? Yeah, I don't think WWE are going to go that way. I think they're really trying to make it more sporty. So I think they're just trying to go down that road instead. Nikki Cross had a gimmick and then they took it from her. That's a very good point. I am so confused about Nikki Cross these days. I don't know what she's meant to be. I don't know who she is or what she's meant to be. Because backstage she's like showing concern with Alexa and she seems to be very composed. And then the bell rings and she goes mental. And she goes back to her old gimmick, and she's still got that manic music, and she's still coming out like doing this on the entrance ramp, and I don't know what she's meant to be. Like, backstage she seems to be normal, and then when she comes out she seems to be the sanity Nikki Cross. I think she's a very confused character. I'm not sure she knows what she's meant to be doing. So that's a perfect example of how WWE are dropping the ball on people at the moment, you know. But it's not the thing. The problem with WWE and the problems that they've got are quite easy to fix. Like, they've got amazing talent, and honestly, if they were to do some more vignettes. If they were to do more Funhouse type vignettes, I'm not even saying it's got to be Funhouse, but I'm saying give me something for Sasha Banks. Where is Sasha? Even if it's just Sasha, like, on a beach, yeah? We can pretend that she's been there since WrestleMania, and then, like, her phone can ring, and she can be like, hey, Vince, or something like this, and, like, just be, what, you need me to come back? Oh, I don't know, Vince, like, you know, and just give us an interesting vignette like that. Give me a bit of character development. Tell me where she's been. Tell me why she's coming back, what she's coming back for. And, like, her on a beach, and then, like, you know, no, I'm going to pass, Vince. Thanks for the call. And then, like, next week she gets another call from Vince with a better offer or something like this, and we're just building her up to her return. Like, that would be amazing. That would be brilliant. That would be an interesting segment. It would explain where she's been. It would make people more excited for when she comes back. Like, they need to be doing more of those. Don't just give us the Funhouse. I mean, we don't even get that now. But give us more. Give us something else. And we're not going to get it. I already know we're not going to get it. And I don't know why. It makes me sad. Ricochet is the best thing in WWE. Days, I feel like WWE can't get fans happy nowadays because everyone says even Corona would be the best, but it's the same. And that was an amazing match. Yeah, I think fans are turning on WWE. I think there's something to be said in WWE just doing what they think is the right thing and going for it, you know? Like they did with Lacey. So I would argue that Lacey being guest ref was, you know, maybe the right thing. I say maybe because, you know, could they have got Stone Cold Steve Austin? I don't know. I think fans would have loved a big name like that, but WWE looked at the situation. They could have gone with Bobby Lashley, could have gone with Shane McMahon. That's what WWE of old would have done. But instead, they looked at it and went, right, let's go with Lacey Evans. Let's go with a curveball. Let's go with someone, you know, people maybe aren't expecting. It makes sense from a storyline point of view. We can then have Becky come down. And people hated it. They turned on it. And it was, I think, the right thing. I think it was the right move. I think I said before, if I was booking that show, I would have had her as guest ref. So if I was booking the show, I would have got the same reaction from the crowd, people booing and hating on it. But those same people were loving it when Becky came down. As soon as Becky appeared and started beating up on Lacey Evans, they were absolutely loving it. So, yeah, I do think WWE are in a situation where they can't really win. But I just think if they keep doing what they feel is the right thing and is genuinely the right thing, then they will succeed in the end. Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, Dudleys, DX, Rock and Sock Connection, British Bulldogs, Mega Powers, Mega Books, so on and so forth. All great teams. Days, what if tonight we see the person in the black suit and the white mask? I think that was The Fiend. I'm not sure it's The Fiend. Yeah, I've been sent some images online of that, and it's starting to look like it could just be like a person in the background rather than it being connected to the Funhouse. I did say I kept it at the end of the video on purpose because I wanted the main focus to be about Wyndham, because even Bray has come out and said Wyndham is the key. Something we haven't really spoken about. And obviously I don't want to go into too much detail here because I've already done a video on it. Many of you will have seen that video, so I don't really want to go over old ground. But I think that for me was more important, and I do believe that there was more things in the background last night during Raw than the two people have picked up on. You know, the fact that we saw Abby and we saw Mercy. I think there was more. Now, you might have... I don't have Raw, okay? I know some people record it. Some people maybe stream it. I don't know. I don't have it, okay? I tend to watch it live, and once it's gone, it's gone. So there's no way of me going back and watching that little segment or watching any bits. I have to go onto YouTube and find whatever I can find. But I honestly think that in, say, a couple of months' time, if we go back and watch Raw from yesterday, I really think that you would spot something else. I really do. You might watch it now and not see anything, but that might be because you don't know a character that's about to... It could be anything in the background. I actually saw a picture. Actually. Let me show you this picture again. Right now, it looks like nothing, but I looked at it and I did wonder. It's a picture of Ricochet. Ricochet when he won the United States Championship, yeah? I'm going to show you what I mean. Look at this. Now, I really, really hope the camera picks it up. Okay, so there's a picture of Ricochet, okay? He's just won the United States Championship at Stomping Grounds. Can you see that figure in the background there? There is, I don't know if you can make it out, but there is a figure in the background of that Ricochet picture. Now, again, I don't want to get carried away, okay? I can't tell what that is. I can't exactly, but I can see it's a person. I can't tell if it's running towards us or moving away from us or what it is. But it really stood out to me when I looked at that picture. There's Ricochet, yeah? And the way it's framed, like they don't need to show you that person in the background. They could have cropped that out, but they haven't. They haven't cropped it out, and you can see an image, you can see a person in the background, right? Now, let me be crystal clear. I am not saying that is connected to the Funhouse, right? But what I am saying is it wouldn't surprise me if when Bray debuts, he said that he'd been watching us for a long time and then showed us images like that of people in the background that have been there all this time. There could have been people in the background whilst we've been watching Firefly episodes. On those episodes of Raw, in other segments, there might have been people there. Those Firefly Fun House episodes aren't live. They were recorded a while ago. So that means that the puppets could have been in the background for weeks. And no one spotted them. And you wouldn't spot them if they're in the shadows, for example. If you're not looking out for them and they're hidden away in the corner. I don't know. I really feel like there was more than two. Because as I said in the video earlier, you had Abby in the first hour. You had Mercy in the second hour. Well, what was in the third? I don't believe there wasn't anything in that third hour. Why wouldn't you put something in the third hour? Why wouldn't you? Something in the first, something in the second, and then nothing in the third. It doesn't make sense. So, I don't want to get too stuck into looking, if I'm being honest. I don't, because we could find loads of stuff like that and then get carried away. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go down the wrong paths, you know? But I'm just saying this, it's interesting. It's something for you to think about, something for you to keep an eye out for. And even tonight, who knows? Who knows? Anything could be lurking in the shadows right now, because we know that the puppets are in WWE, so anything goes now. Days, how come WWE's main roster can't book a story like WCW did with Sting versus Hogan? Well, in all truth, they don't have anything on that level right now. Think about the big names they've got. they just don't have anything that's connecting on the level of Hogan and Sting. You're talking about two of the all-time greats, and sadly, I just don't feel like Seth Rollins is at that level right now. I don't think Roman's at that level right now. They've really struggled to build stars for one reason or another. I think it's because they pushed Roman for so long, and people just didn't want Roman. So all the time they were pushing Roman, it meant that other people weren't getting pushed. So, you know what I mean? Now you've got Finn Balor, for example, should be much bigger than he is. Finn Balor should be an absolute bona fide main eventer. Finn Balor, you know, with the demon and all of that, should be in that main event scene. I think he's won one Universal Championship and had an opportunity against Brock and got battered. Kind of feel, do you know what wrestling feels like to a degree? You know, boxing, where the Klitschko's were champion, and like the Klitschko's, no one could touch them. They were that good, but it meant that boxing was really dull as a result. That's like wrestling right now. That's Brock right now. Brock is that good. He destroyed AJ. He destroyed Daniel Bryan. He destroyed Finn Balor. He just destroys people. And as a result, wrestling's got a bit stale. Do you know what I mean? But you can't blame Brock. Just like you can't blame the Klitschko's, but... cannot believe what I'm hearing from you, Days. They have no stars. You need to read my comments. I can see you and me having a debate. Debate all you want. In all fairness, dude, I don't think... I'm talking about stars. I'm not saying they haven't got stars, because clearly they have. I mean, Roman sells merchandise, and obviously, you know, the stock's doing well. But I'm talking about stars on the level, the same level as Hogan and Sting. Are we really saying that they've got a superstar as big as Hulk Hogan right now? Are we saying they've got a superstar as big as Sting right now? I mean, honestly, outside of Brock and Roman, I'm struggling. And there's just not the love for either of them that Sting had, for example. I don't think there's any superstar in WWE right now that people absolutely love like they passionately love Sting. Or even a heel that people passionately hated as much as like Hogan at times. And yeah, it was a different era though, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? It was like, that was like the Attitude Era, so it's a different era. There's a lot of people that look back at that era and feel quite nostalgic. But they've definitely got potential. There's lots of potential there, but they've just got to do a better job of building people. And having Brock at the top and not defending the title for so long has really not helped. And then when people do go up against Brock, they get battered. You know, I don't think Finn Balor came out of that match with Brock looking good. Do you know what I mean? He kind of held his own, but he fell short. I mean, all that said to me is Finn Balor is definitely not the top guy here. You know what I mean? And I still don't know why he didn't bring the Demon. Why didn't he bring the Demon? Why did Finn Balor not... He's going for the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar, and he didn't bring the Demon out. So, I don't know. He's only got himself to blame. It's the same as Kofi. I mean, like, Kofi annoyed me yesterday. He had a match against Sami Zayn, and then straight away after, he has a match against Kevin Owens. Why? Why did he do that? Just because Kevin Owens said, you better, otherwise you're a chicken. Come on. Come on. This is... You want it to be like a sport, then treat it like a sport. Yeah? That's not how sport works, is it? I mean, like, when Tyson Fury won his boxing match the other day, he didn't have someone at ringside going, oh, what, is that all you've got? Come on, I'm ready. Let's go 12 rounds right now, yeah! Do you know what I mean? What do you think Tyson Fury's going? He's going to laugh at the guy and walk away? I've got no respect for stupidity. I don't respect Kofi in that situation, and that booking hurts. You want to treat it like a sport, treat it like a sport. Naomi had the same shades as Ramblin' Rabbit in the Muscle Man Dance episode. Could Naomi join the cult? She's had those shades for a while. Puppets are creepy. You need to read comment. Bray's old chair is the chair covered up in the Firefly Fun House. Bray's old chair is the chair covered up in the Firefly Fun House is not true. It's not a rocking chair. The one that's covered up in the Firefly Fun House isn't a rocking chair. They don't even have heels as good as Edge. True. Sick. Lee says, I am sick to death of him throwing those damn pancakes. He needs to be more serious as a champion. Yeah, dude, I really agree with you. I really agree. Shout out to Crazy Games. What I don't want, I mean, it's very difficult because, like, there's clearly things that are wrong and things that annoy us. But I just think it's quite interesting how a lot of our frustrations are very similar. Like, I agree. I don't want Kofi throwing pancakes out to the crowd. It's stupid. Like, that's fine for the New Day when they're doing their comedy stuff, yeah? But when you're the champion, and you're the Universal Champion, like, I want it to be a little bit more serious. And it's fine to have fun. But all the time, it's not even entertaining. Us watching at home, it's not entertaining. I'm sure maybe it's fun if you're there. So him throwing the pancakes out, that benefits the 100 people that are around him. And that is all. No one else benefits. Yeah? I don't want to see it. I don't care about him coming out, throwing pancakes into the crowd. So I completely agree. I think he needs to stop doing that. I also agree he shouldn't come out to a New Day theme. I've said many times I'm frustrated he's still part of the New Day. What with him being the biggest single star in WWE. I don't care about the Universal Championship. The biggest single star in WWE is the person that holds the same belt that Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Bob Backlund, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. If you held that belt, then you're the biggest star. And Kofi, for me, right now, is the big star because he's got that belt. So don't come out throwing pancakes around. Lee, you bang on. I completely agree. You need to believe me, Days. It's a rocking chair. It's not, dude. It's not. It's got 4 legs. Where is Aleister Black? Well, he's still getting frustrated in a room, isn't he? What is your favourite pay-per-view? Favourite pay-per-view? I always think Royal Rumble 92 or Survivor Series 92. It's probably something from 92. Or WrestleMania 5, which is a real curveball, but it was the first WrestleMania that I saw. We need to do a Wheel of Fun. I'm also not loving the fact that YouTube seemed to have changed how these names are displayed. Like, normally, if you're like a mod on the channel, you're in blue, but it looks like you are actually on the YouTube chat, but not on the screen, which is weird. Let me go down. I saw there was a super chat. Days, who knocked out Sami Zayn and hung him upside down? Well, it was believed to be Brock, but I'm really hoping that it turns out to be Bray or The Fiend. But it was believed to have been Brock Lesnar. I think Braun got the blame for it, but he said it wasn't him, so I don't think we ever really got a concrete answer. And did we ever find out who threw the pie at Kevin Owens? Is that still the great unsolved mystery? Thank you very much to Jason Brown for the donation. Really do appreciate that, my friend. Matt J. Hendricks says, imagine Rosemary or Sue Young as part of the Fun House. That would be good. I think Rosemary in particular would fit in very, very well. So, yeah, very, very cool comment. I do want to be very clear. I mean, like, I know we've just kind of laid into WWE's booking a little bit there, but I think that's fine. Because obviously we know there's things that are wrong. I mean, a lot of this has come from the fact that they sold 3,200 seats at Raw, and that was the attendance. I mean, clearly things aren't great. So I think it's fine for us as fans to, like, kind of talk about what we would change. And I would urge that you do that in the chat as well. You know, get your suggestions across. What is it that you would change? What is it that you want to see? And I think it's fine for us to do that. But I do think, and I said it yesterday, I think there's a big difference between us doing it here and the people that you see on Twitter, where they won't have the constructive points that we've been putting across. I mean, we haven't been saying we don't like this, we don't like that. We've been saying we don't like this, so let's do this. We don't like that, so let's do that. We've been offering up suggestions and alternatives. People on Twitter go, oh, I don't like this. AEW! AEW! And that is very frustrating. So, yeah, don't be one of those people, is the message. Shout out to Shalel, is that? I hope I pronounced it right. Right, we need to do a Wheel of Fun, my friends, on Wheel of Fun. Maurice says, do you think Matt Riddle could be the next big thing? Well, I'll tell you, I do genuinely think Matt Riddle could be the next big thing. I genuinely believe that if they do start booking the shows like a sport, if they are genuinely going to make it more sports-like, then they've got to get rid of the nonsense. I mean, to be honest, why are we seeing Kofi? I mean, Kofi had a match on Sunday where he competed against Dolph in a cage match, and then he had 2 matches on Monday. It's completely over the top, overkill. You would not get that in sport. You would not get that. What sport are you getting that in? Where someone is competing 3 times in such a short space of time. And this isn't just any sport. This is a very physically demanding sport, you know. They've got to completely rip it all up. It should. I honestly would even be tempted to put a rule in that says you can compete once every 2 weeks. Something like that. You can compete once every 2 weeks. House shows don't count because no one's going to see them, yeah? So house shows, fill your boots, do whatever you want. If you pay your money to go to see them at a house show, yeah, you should get every star under the sun, right? Because that's your right. You've paid your money. You go see all the stars, yeah? But when it comes to TV, every 2 weeks, maximum, like, you're not allowed to wrestle. So Kofi can wrestle. If Kofi wrestled at Stomping Ground, that means he can't wrestle on Raw, SmackDown this week, or Raw, SmackDown next week. That's it. And do you know what? I wouldn't even want to hear arguments on that. Those are the rules. Now go and make it work. Because do you know what that'll do? You can still use him for promos and things. I'm not saying he can't be on the show. But what I am saying is, can you imagine Kofi for the next couple of weeks promoting his forthcoming match? So now it's not a case of, I'm going to have a match with Sami Zayn. Okay, now I'll have a match with Kevin Owens. Now he's coming out saying, in 2 weeks' time, I'm putting this on the line, putting this bad boy on the line. And he's building up the championship match that he's got coming. So I really feel like there is overexposure in WWE, and I would put that rule in. And let's see how it goes. Why not? And then do you know what? You're going to give other people opportunity to be on the show. Maybe EC3 might find that he gets an opportunity then, and maybe, you know, we might be able to dig into this roster that just, it's the same names that you're seeing all the time. They start digging in, giving a few other people some opportunities. So I think that would be a very, very good rule. If you want it to be like a sport, let's treat it like a sport. You can compete once every 2 weeks. That would mean that you're getting different people each week on the shows as well, which I just think it would be really cool. Right. Of course, WWE will never do that. And I don't know why, because like the UFC have got big stars like, say, Conor McGregor, yeah? They can only have Conor once a year at best. Once a year they have Conor, and that's it, and that's like one of their biggest stars. So they are forced to try and find other stars, build other stars. They're forced to try and, you know, promote and do video packages and build excitement, build hype around other people, because they only have Conor once a year. Same with, like, Daniel Cormier, they'll have him once a year, and blah, 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 blah. I'm saying let's limit wrestlers to appearing once every couple of weeks. It's not that big of a drama. Do you know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. They're still going to compete a lot. But, yeah, I really feel like something needs to be done. I tell you, once you guys get me going on a subject, it's a nightmare. I talk way too much. I'm starting to think I talk too much, which is weird considering this is like a live stream. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Had to do it quick because I'd pressed spin and I hadn't done the song. Oh, giveaway! Yes, 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 yes. Right, giveaway. There we go. No more moaning from me. I'm like an old man. I'm like the old man out of Up. Yes, right, what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? we gave one of them away the other day, but we can do it again. Let's give a figure away. Let's give away the Miz. I've got a couple of Mizes. We gave a Miz away the other day. Let's give away a Miz right now. We all remember it was the Miz that was walking down the corridor, and then in the background, we had Abby the Witch, like that. There was Abby. Whoa. Oh, hello. She opened her mouth as well. I don't know if you noticed, but like when she like a fish. Abby the Fish Witch. Boom. Right, anyway, we're going to give it away. So we're going to give away, what is it? Series 90? Same series as Ronda Rousey. So we're going to give that away, and that will go to the 23rd person that gives me the word puppet. Here we go. We're waiting. They just think we'll see any puppets tonight. I don't think so. I really feel like they tend to do it on Raw, like the Fun House episodes debuted on Raw, and then we got repeats on SmackDown. So I just think that they've given us the puppets on Raw, and they might show us on SmackDown. Look, you might have missed this, but in the background, kind of a thing. I'm not expecting new puppets. Right, let's count these up. Well done, Briar Davis. Well done to Briar Davis. Briar Davis, can you please send me your address? WrestlingDays@gmail.com. Well done to Briar Davis. So, all of these bits that have been won yesterday's Stomping Ground, they'll all be sent out. Going back, there's a few bits that need to go there. We'll get them sent out at the end of this week. So there we go. Well done to you, dude. We are, well, man, 6 minutes. 6 minutes away. That is madness. I talk so much. I talk so much. So yeah, we should be going over. No word on what's actually going to start the show this evening. Probably going to be, I'm guessing it's going to be Kofi or Shane that'll come out and address being attacked yesterday. So that's my guess. We know that we've got Bayley think Bayley's going to be in action. I don't know what else to expect, actually. Shout out to Heather Jo Wyman. Shout out to you. Do you think Bray will appear on SmackDown? Not this week. I'm not expecting him on SmackDown this week. Where are we? 5 minutes. I think Bray's a Raw superstar, to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. They definitely prioritise Raw, and I suppose they have to because they need to show the Firefly Fun House on both shows. So they can't debut it on a Tuesday because then obviously Monday misses out. So yeah, I'm getting the vibe he's a Raw superstar. And to be all fair, I don't think he'll fit in with Fox. Fox want a more athletic, realistic, sporty kind of a thing. So I'm not sure that Bray Wyatt really works for them. 5-minute warning it is. Hello C Wrestling, by the way. Hello Gary North. Hello Jamie. What's your favourite WWE superstar of all time? Probably Undertaker. Very cool, WWE Daily. Day's big question. Will you do an NXT live stream? We've tried it many times in the past, and to be honest, they were never popular enough. It's very difficult because I do love watching NXT, and I am passionate about watching NXT, and we always stream the takeover shows. But the problem is that there's so many videos that I need to make and things to talk about and news that breaks that it's kind of to actually put a few hours aside to actually do the streams can be a little bit tricky. But I mean, I'm always going to be watching Raw and I'm always watching SmackDown, so that's not a problem. But sometimes I don't watch NXT live. Sometimes I'm doing other things. So that's why the NXT streams are not done anymore. Because not enough people were joining us when we were watching live. So for that reason, sadly, we had to put it on the back burner. Same with NXT UK. We were struggling to get enough views on that. So I tend to spend my time kind of researching videos and doing other work on the channel. I'm still working, but it's just a different kind of work. So who knows? I mean, I've absolutely loved seeing the channel grow this year. I said yesterday the channel's been doing really well this year, which is great, and it's all down to the support that you guys show. I really appreciate it, you know that. So who knows? I mean, if the community keeps growing and it's something that the community want, then I'll absolutely do it. But yeah, when we were doing it kind of last year, tail end of last year, there was times where there was 20 people that were watching at the time. Which, is cool for, the community that we were doing that. But I could have spent that time doing research for other videos and things instead. And that's kind of where we are, sadly. So what I tend to do is catch up with NXT at a different time now. Right, we are 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away, and as we said, I'm not expecting Undertaker. I'm not expecting any puppets. I think we're just going to be in for hopefully an entertaining show. That's what I want. Just good wrestling. Promos that actually say something. It'd be nice if we get a little surprise or a fun little moment. Something that we can talk about. Something that we can dissect and why did they do that? Kind of tear it apart kind of a thing. If we get something like that, then I'll be a happy boy. So, yeah, let's see how it plays out. Days, did you notice that the puppets only appeared on face wildcards and former WWE champs? Well, I wouldn't read too much into it. There was only 2 that we've seen, so it's hard to say there's a guaranteed pattern. But yeah, they were faces, former champs, whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't put too much into it. Not yet. There could be something there. You absolutely could have a point, and you could be right, but I wouldn't read too much into it yet. I definitely want to see where we are next week, and you know, where's Vince Puppet gonna turn up, and where's Huskus the Pig Boy gonna turn up, and you know, things like that. Right, we are going over, so the countdown clock is ticking away. We are into the 10 seconds. Final 10 seconds. Oh, look at this for timing. We've even got the entrance music happening as the clock. There it is. Flashes away. Boom. Right. Let's get rid of this and change our notes as we go over to SmackDown. Dun 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 dun. Shane has surprisingly had a bigger push than Roman, and that's sad because Shane should not be taking up so much time. Well, to be honest, I think they've looked at it and gone, right, who's our heel? Who is the big heel that can feud with Roman? And they've looked at it and gone, we haven't got one. We actually don't have one. I think they probably wanted Lars Sullivan to be further along than he is. I mean, you got to remember, Lars Sullivan was meant to debut at the start of the year, and then he was out for ages with that panic attack, anxiety attack. So there's every chance the original plan was going to be Roman against Lars. But then Lars isn't there yet, and so they've had to find an alternative, and that alternative is Shane McMahon. So there could be legitimate reasons for it. But I'm not disagreeing. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not going to defend it. Fans that were at Raw last night complimented how few rest holds there were during the matches. Yeah, we were getting that kind of vibe because of the fact they don't want the wrestling during the commercial breaks. So it seems like now matches are having to be snappier and quicker so that you can fit them in. We're just seeing a replay of that choke slam. I remember someone yesterday saying the choke slam looked awful, but I think it looked alright, you know. Just seeing a replay here of Undertaker. I thought Undertaker looked good yesterday. Few people disagreed, and I know he didn't do a great deal. I really want to hear from Undertaker as to why he helped Shane. And we're going to hear from Shane. Shane's backstage, by the way. So according to Shane, Roman called the dead man. Shane says he doesn't fear anyone. Shane seems very confident. Seems overly confident. So Shane says don't get on his bad side. This camera is staying on Shane for a long time. That camera was on Shane for a long, long time. Right, looks like we've got the New Day coming out. And feel the promo. Yay, more pancakes. I know. There they are. I mean, look, they're having fun. They're pretending to skip and all of that. I don't hate the New Day. Like, I think the New Day are fun, but you gotta remember that's your main single star. That's the guy. That is the main guy. Kofi Kingston's got the belt, in my opinion. I love how the mods are using that blue circle. Fair play. Fair play. I hate to say it, but at some point Shane will be champion, which means sadly Samoa Joe won't win the title and get the push that he deserves. I think Booty-O's were better. I agree. Booty-O's were better. I don't understand. There must have been some kind of legal action. I don't know why they stopped doing the Booty-O's and moved to pancakes. Something has to have happened. Maybe I would be happier if they moved off pancakes now. Perhaps I'm all pancaked out. Perhaps if they moved to a nice bagel. Maybe if they came out with bagels, I'd be throwing bagels out to the crowd. Like proper full as well, with filling. And they're just exploding in the air. Could you imagine that? That would actually be quite fun. You got salad and ham going everywhere. They're like chucking these bagels out. Bagels, baby! Yes. Love the New Day, but pancakes are getting on my wick. Do you know what? Look at that. I think the chat is kind of in a consensus here. Pancakes are done. They're done. Move on to waffles. WWE have got a waffle thing, haven't they? They've got a waffle maker. They could be advertising that. I mean, I suppose waffles aren't that much different to pancakes in all fairness, but... How about fruit? Do you know what I mean? That would be good. Kids need their five a day. Booty-O's were cut because of cost cuts. Right. New Day should move on to waffles. Maybe pancakes are cheaper to make. Yeah, I think you're right. Who knew that Booty-O's would go the same way as Pyro? What have Booty-O's and Pyro got in common? Both were cut due to cost saving. Oh, Big E, please turn on Kofi. That's what I want. I want Big E to turn on Kofi. New Day potato chips. That might be fun. That might be fun. I might be down for that. Okay, so just a replay. Days, I just said that in the chat. Well, there you go. Great minds think alike. Water coolers, New Day water coolers. What happened to Mr. Bootyworth? Yeah, what did happen to Mr. Bootyworth? Yes, Heather Joe Wyman, shout out to your brother's channel. I think Xavier turns, then Big E after. Can't imagine Xavier turning, because he's got the up, up, down, down channel. I can't imagine him being a heel. Okay. Samoa Joe thinks at Extreme Rules, he's a shark that's going to eat his prey. That is basically saying at Extreme Rules you think you're going to beat me, but you're not. This is what I'm saying. The promos are awful. Awful. New Day snow cones? Yeah, mister, it should have been me is here. Just when you thought things couldn't get any more repetitive. What channel is SmackDown on? In the UK, Sky Sports Arena. Big E is the only one not having anything to go on but New Day. Big E, I think, would be a big star. In fact, Kenny Omega said that he was concerned about joining WWE a few years ago because he looks at how they've treated someone like Big E. So he looks at how they've treated Big E, and that's what concerns him, because he knows that Big E should be like one of the big stars that they've got. I think Big E responded saying, "I'm fine," or something like that. But I do understand what Kenny Omega's saying. Everyone knows I should be WWE champion. Dull. Not feeling this promo. No, do you know why? Because it's dull. So if Dolph can win his match tonight against Kofi, Kofi's wrestling again. Is Kofi wrestling again? No way. No way. 4 matches. Are they trying to kill Kofi Kingston? Someone hates Kofi Kingston. Someone absolutely hates Kofi Kingston. Someone in creative has really got it in for Kofi. Right, Kofi, on Sunday you're going to have a cage match. On Monday you're going to face... Huskus the big boy! Huskus is here! I was keeping an eye on them because we had Daniel Bryan and Rowan walk in. And then up he pops! Huskus the big boy! Oh! Yes! I mean, the thing is, if Bray is... I mean, Bray... They must be keeping this wild card thing, because if Bray is going to Raw, then why do they keep showing and talking about it and teasing it on SmackDown? So Bray must be coming back as some kind of a wild card that's going to be on both. I think the reason why they've done that is because you can't really talk about yesterday, can you? I think what WWE want is they want that what you've just seen, me freaking out. They want that because they want Twitter talking about it. Everyone on Twitter now is going to be sharing pictures. Did you see him? Did you see him in the background, kind of a thing? And WWE want that buzz. So I suppose rather than just saying, look, did you see this from yesterday? Why not just give us a few little moments like that? But Huskus is one of the best. People are going to freak when it's Ramblin' Rabbit. When it's time for Ramblin' Rabbit to turn up, people are going to freak, man. So, yeah. So there we go. Look, I mean, look, you want to talk about connections? I'm not sure there is one now, because you had Abby the Witch behind Miz, you had Mercy behind Kofi, and now you've just had Huskus the Pig Boy behind Daniel Bryan and Rowan. But I can't see anything there because they're heels. The other ones were faces. I don't know, could you say former champions? Obviously, Kofi's current champion. Miz used to be WWE champion. Daniel Bryan used to be WWE champion. I don't know. Love it, though. Love it. Absolutely awesome. So, I'm guessing, well, I mean, look, who haven't we seen? We've not seen Vince. If you've seen one puppet, you're probably going to see another at some point. So, I'm guessing we're going to see Ramblin' Rabbit. I'm guessing we're going to see Ramblin' Rabbit. I think Abby and Mercy watched faces because they're heel, and Huskus and Ramblin' watch heels because they're faces. They're all former WWE champions. WWE needs a WrestleMania equivalent in this fall. I understand what you're saying. I suppose that's what SummerSlam is. My brother's channel is Shadow Ghost. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. Daniel is a heel, but for the good of the planet. That's kind of like a face. Well, it doesn't matter. Huskus the Pig Boy. Husker, I mean, that's what I wanted. I said I wanted something for us to get our teeth into. I was busy moaning about the promo. In fact, I need to jot it at the bottom, don't I? That is big news. Big news. Huskus, the Pig Boy, appears. Yes. I already know my Twitter's going to go crazy. My Twitter will be going crazy now of people sending me pictures asking me if I saw Huskus. For the record, I did. Right, we're in Portland this evening. We've got Elias backstage. I'm just constantly looking out now. He's outside Shane McMahon's changing room, locker room, dressing room. I hate Kofi Pancakes, World Wrestling Entertainment Champion. So we got Miz and Elias. Elias playing a little ditty. Miz grabbing the guitars. It's going to build to a match in it, surely. Door is slightly ajar. I'm just trying to see if there's anything inside that door. Just constantly looking now. Anything, just to see if there's anything on screen that I can see that's a reference. So it wouldn't surprise me if in a few weeks' time there's a little montage where we get shown lots of little clips of backstage moments where we see things that have been missed. That wouldn't surprise me. That's the kind of thing that Bray would do. Ah, 2 out of 3 falls. Again, stupid 2 out of 3 falls. It's going to get annoying. All these 2 out of 3 falls things are going to get annoying. Big E and Xavier in the ring. If you are just joining us, by the way, Huskus, the Pig Boy, has graced us with his presence. I'm really desperately want them to make those figures. Those, I'm sure Mattel must be working on them right now. They have to. Could you imagine an Epic Moments Fun House set? They've got to be working on it. I hope even at San Diego Comic-Con, I wonder if they'll have prototypes ready or something just to show us. Because they've got that. It's the biggest thing happening right now. If Mattel have that, Mattel will be saved. Mattel will be saved if they can get that. Right. It's not a New Day promo. I need to change this over. It is, in fact, New Day versus Bryan and Rowan. Daze is more interested in backstage moments than in ring action. I am, legitimately. I don't think, I mean, like, look, you got New Day against Daniel Bryan and Rowan. And I kind of feel like I saw this yesterday because they were both involved in that match yesterday. So it's just a different version of a match that we've already seen, if I'm being honest. So why am I meant to care again? Why am I meant to care? Why don't we make every match on SmackDown 2 out of 3 falls? Wow, that might be the future of WWE in all fairness, because they're talking about bringing in rounds. And if they're not going to bring rounds in, then instead you're just going to see 2 out of 3 falls matches. No, that's it. 2 of the same match. Why don't WWE make every match 2 out of 3 falls? Firefly Fun House set could save Mattel. I think I saw Ramblin' Rabbit. Thank you very much, Jordan's channel. Appreciate the support. SmackDown, the land of recaps. Tag by Rowan. Rowan is in. So Rowan is in there against Xavier Woods right now. Headbutt by Rowan. It was honestly better how it was. Who cares about a little ad break during a long match? Yeah, do you know what? I gotta be honest, Ryan. You're right. Of all the things to change, that wasn't even on my top 10. Like ad breaks during matches, not even on my top 10 of problems. Because you expect it, you understand. Do you know what I mean? Because now all the matches are going to be like super short. Super short, or they're going to be 2 out of 3 falls, or they're looking at having rounds. Well, I don't know. Insane Craze, hello my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you are well. If you haven't heard the news, Huskus the Pig Boy has been sighted backstage. Ramblin' Rabbit is my favourite. Days, who is your favourite? I don't know. I might like Huskus. Not Mercy. Mercy's not my favourite. Abby is cool. I think Abby's like maybe the biggest because of her having the connections with Sister Abigail. I feel like she's probably the most important one out of all of the puppets. Vince is hilarious. Ramblin' Rabbit, I think, is cool. And people love him because he's a face, isn't he? Huskus, I just feel sorry for Huskus. Huskus just constantly eating chocolate and pizza. Talking with a German accent. Yeah, I know, yeah. Everyone, I'm here at SmackDown Live, yeah. In the background, backstage, has anyone got any chocolate? That, I channeled my inner Huskus. Back elbow there by Rowan. Xavier rolls out the ring. We go to commercial break. And what I read earlier is it's fine for them apparently to go to commercial break as long as there's no wrestling. So there should be no wrestling happening right now. I don't know how that works. But that's what I was reading earlier. I want the Devil Vince puppet to show up behind Shane when he's walking out. Why are people saying invaded? I don't know, yeah? Has anyone got any chocolate? Huskus, man. Love that guy. Please don't do that again. I can see it coming through, Jamie. Yes, thank you. I will get that up for you, that poll. Huskus Days. Huskus the Pig Days. Oh, yeah, I'm Huskus the Pig Days, yeah. Right, okay. I've got to put a little poll up. Poll up. Yay. Right. Man, Twitter's changed now. I've got this new Twitter layout. Winner takes... Oh, hang on. Winner takes all. It is Wolf Pack against Corporation. Right, we got a little tag poll going up. If you have just joined us, because again, I can see there's people that are joining us all the time. Welcome. Yes, we've seen Huskus the Pig Boy backstage, little cheeky appearance. We think there'll be something in the second hour. I honestly wasn't expecting anything because they tended to just repeat what we saw from Raw on SmackDown. We didn't tend to get anything new, so I wasn't expecting anything new, but they've given us something new. So, yeah, very excited. Okay, so we've got a little poll that is up. Wolfpack against the Corporation. If you want to vote on that, go over to Wrestling Days on Twitter, at Wrestling Days. Make your voices heard. If you go over there, you can vote on who will be our tag team champions. Anadors, I used to think Gorilla Position was something to do with Gorilla Monsoon when I didn't know what it was. It was to do with Gorilla Monsoon. The Gorilla Position is where Gorilla Monsoon used to sit. That's why it was called the Gorilla Position. If you're going to tell me something different, then that is going to blow my mind, because I was under the impression that is where Gorilla Monsoon always used to sit, and so it became called the Gorilla Position. Days There Is Wrestling. I am watching it on the channel USA, and it is a split screen. We don't have split screen then. Well, you're lucky then. We don't have that. We don't have the split screen. We've just got full commercials. Oh, lovely. So we get to miss things here in the UK. Lovely. Days, since the beginning of 2019, about how many subscribers do you think you have gained? I don't know, to be honest, because I can't remember. I remember we got 100,000 around November. So let's say we got maybe 5,000 in December. So about 40,000. Maybe a bit less. It's been a fantastic year. Nice belly to belly. Bite, Big E, duck underneath, belly to belly again, planting down Daniel Bryan. Big E on a roll. Got a little bit of this going on. Against the ropes goes Big E, up and knees. Daniel Bryan getting his knees up into the label lock. Daniel's got the label locked onto Big E. Hi guys, thoroughly enjoy watching your live streams. Wish I could meet you. Thank you very much for the support, dude. Really appreciate it, Matt. Glad that you are here with us. As Rowan goes on the outside. Big drop kick by Xavier Woods there. Rowan slumps into the barricade. I mean, I will say the action's good. I'll give him credit there. I wonder how many people are in attendance here. Can't see. The lights are a little low. So can't quite see how busy it is, how full it is. Bang. Midnight hour. 1, 2, 3. And Daniel Bryan and Rowan lose. But it was a non-title match, so New Day don't become the champions. But they certainly make a statement. So Big E, Xavier Woods picking up the win. My TV is not working. The US channel is not working. Ooh. Hope you get that fixed, dude. On Raw, the tag champs were beat. On SmackDown, the tag champs are beat. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn attacking now the New Day. They've come out of nowhere. Rowan is in there as well. So Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn unloading. Heavy Machinery on their way out. Otis is trying to run down to the ring. He's not the quickest. He's still not in the ring. Now he's in the ring. He was like half an hour behind Tucker. Yeah, Tucker! Tucker! Kick by Tucky. Kick by Xavier Woods on Rowan. Biggie against the ropes. Clothesline. Rowan to the outside. We're gonna get an 8-man tag match, aren't we? We're gonna get an 8-man tag match. Are we getting an 8-man tag? It's gonna be an 8-man tag. What belt do you think Bray should go for first? I think he should go for WWE Universal. If he's gonna go for a title, it's got to be the big ones. He can't mess around with the United States or Intercontinental. Not after that build. I'm sad that Bray hasn't come back yet. Dude, don't be. I did a 10-minute video today on the fact that Bray sent out 2 tweets and we saw 2 puppets, because there's that much to talk about. So, yeah, I really wouldn't worry about him not turning up yet. It's going to happen. Just enjoy the puppets for now. You know, Ramblin' Rabbit's going to appear. I mean, who will appear? Will it be the Vince puppet? Will it be Ramblin' Rabbit? People are going to freak when Ramblin' Rabbit shows. They love Ramblin' Rabbit. Imagine if one of them speaks as well. Imagine if one of them actually says something. Days, you're the best. Thank you very much, dude. Days, what do you think about the WWE.com Firefly Fun House line of bleacher creatures? They could probably turn those around quick. They should. Anything. If they want to cash in, just cash in. I mean, I gotta be honest, I think they did a pretty awful job with the t-shirts. There weren't really any t-shirts. There wasn't really any t-shirt that I was like, I've got to have it. The gym one, the Wyatt gym, I thought was amazing. And maybe I should get that one. But the thing is, he wore it once in that episode, and I don't know if he's going to wear it again. So, yeah, that's the reason I didn't get it. I wanted to know what his, like, proper t-shirt is. What is the official main Funhouse t-shirt? And then I'll probably pick that one up. Although I do like that green one that's got the picture, the drawing of Bray with the chainsaw. That's cool. Bray said he's going to end what he started years ago. Could he return at Extreme Rules to destroy Undertaker? Yes, he could. Waiting on that Ultimate Hitman figure. Yeah, looks good. Days, you should do a meet and greet tour. Would be cool to meet you in person. I think it'd be pretty lonely. I think it'd just be me with, like, my mom. What do you think about Shane McMahon's push? I understand why they're doing it, but I'm not a fan of it. I think it's the wrong time. I think it would have worked in the past, but I think people are so down on WWE at the moment that you can't really afford to give them something as controversial. I mean, it's controversial because in the past it would have worked. Or, you know, you could argue he is the biggest heel that they've got, but not right now. Not with people hating on the product left, right, and Buffalo. So, yeah, I think it's badly timed. Can't wait for that Elite Ricochet. And it is an 8-man tag. I really feel like I saw something similar to this yesterday. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Zayn and Owens. Oh. Hate it. Hate. I can't stress it enough how much I hate the way they're booking all of this. This is meant to be a sport. A sport. They want it to be like a sport. All of these, this is just full on overexposure. Overexposure. This is the third Daniel Bryan. Hang on. This will be the fourth Daniel Bryan match I've seen since Sunday. I've seen Daniel Bryan compete at Extreme Rules. I saw him compete yesterday on Raw. I've just seen him compete in a match against the New Day. And now he's in this match as well. Like, this is absolute, total overexposure. We were talking earlier about Kofi Kingston. I mean, here's me saying I would put a rule in place where you can only compete every 2 weeks. Vince McMahon is like, nah, I want people to have 4 matches in 2 days. 4 matches, 2 days, that's what I think people want. It's not. Do you know Simon Miller? Sadly not. I know of Simon Miller, but I've never actually met Simon Miller. I have met the Wrestle Talk guys. I met them at Wrestling Shop Live in 2017. And they were really cool. There's a picture. I should put it up on Instagram, actually. I don't think I ever have. I will try and find the picture of me with the Wrestle Talk guys, and I'll try and put that up on Instagram. I've got a picture of me with Bill McKenna as well, which is really cool. I should use the Instagram better. That's the moral of the story. Rambling Rabbit versus Mercy the Buzzard. Do you think that should happen? No. I mean, maybe in a fun little backstage vignette thing that's a couple of minutes long, but not an actual match that has any kind of build. Rowan planting Xavier. Days, were you aware that the mask creator of The Fiend also created the new Slipknot masks? I didn't know he'd done the new masks. I know he had done previous masks. He's done a lot of horror masks and things as well. Tom Saviani? Something like that. Tom Saviani. Daniel Bryan up top. Trying to hit the running knee on Tucker. Tucker clotheslining Daniel Bryan. Turning him inside out. Buy one t-shirt, get one for $1 at WWE Shop right now. Clothesline by Otis. Otis is in. Yep. Next thing you know, Daniel Bryan will go next to wrestle. Yeah, one-on-one match. Otis spinning Sami Zayn around, slamming down. Kevin Owens getting a little bit frustrated on the outside. Otis charging into Sami Zayn. Against the ropes goes Otis. Big splash again. I like Otis. Is Otis going to do the caterpillar? Kevin Owens getting frustrated here. Kevin Owens is walking away. I think Kevin Owens has got frustrated with Sami Zayn. Here's the caterpillar. Oh. Sami Zayn was like moving himself into position. He quite like was shuffling around a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Heavy machinery getting the pin on Sami Zayn. La la la. The worst in the world, Shane McMahon, and the best in the world days. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much, Dominic. Hate these double match segments. Yes. Worked on films directed by George Romero, like Dawn of the Dead. Very cool. Days, do you like Slipknot? I haven't heard enough, to be honest. It's not my genre of choice, like metal music. So I like Iowa. I bought that album, and there was a track on there called "Close Your Eyes." Close My Eyes. When I close my eyes, feel life slipping away. Yeah. So I like that track. But to be honest, I've only got Iowa, so I've only heard Iowa. I've heard other tracks like the kind of big stuff, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at Extreme Rules would be amazing. That is true. It would be amazing. Yeah, I know, Dominic. I know you have. I appreciate it. Should AEW go head-to-head with WWE? If they did, what show would you cover? To be honest, I don't want them to go head-to-head because I want to cover both. So for my benefit, I wouldn't want that. If they went head-to-head, I would have to call it on a week-by-week basis. Majority of time, I would probably go WWE. I'm a WWE guy. I've been a big fan of WWE since I was a kid, and I don't think AEW are going to turn my head. I'm going to watch AEW. I'm going to support AEW. I'm going to enjoy AEW. But I'm passionate about WWE, so I think most of the time I'd probably watch WWE. Someone just walked in the background then. Who walked in the background of that Alexa Bliss thing? It was a split second and someone walked in the background. Here we go. Look, I'm just constantly watching. I don't know about you guys. We know that Miz had Abby in the background. Who's that woman? Who are you? No. It's such a clever way of getting us to watch like backstage segments. I have never watched backstage segments this intense. I am like constant, I'm borderline getting my phone out to record it so I can watch it back a second time, Miz just walking backstage, no puppets. We're all watching though. We're all watching. Who was backstage? Who was in the background of the Alexa Bliss thing though? Thank you for the support, Wrestling Fan 57. I really appreciate it. How does Mama Days not wake up from you screaming over puppets? I have no idea because I am, as you know, not quiet. Days, why does the screen say New Day and Owens? New Day and Zayn Owens versus... Oh, I don't know. Did I get them the wrong way around? Well, there we go. That shows how much I cared about the match. There we go. That is how much I cared. I even got the actual match the wrong way around. There we go. It's gone. It can't offend you now. Days, I have stomachache. What should I do? You should lie down. Lie down. Give yourself a bit of a rub. And have a sleep. If you can get some sleep. It was just a photographer. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Where was Huskus the Pig Boy? He was in the background of Daniel Bryan and Rowan. It was only about 15-20 minutes into the show. So they're going to make us wait, I think, for Ramblin' Rabbit or Vince. But I'm sure we will get something in the second bit. I bet you did, Batman. I think we all jumped and screamed. Maybe the woman was Bray's next door neighbour's second cousin. Yes, confirmed. Confirmed. She is definitely related to the Funhouse. I think she once walked Ramblin' Rabbit. Once. Days, do you have any pets? Kia Days. We've got Kia Days. Right, we're going back. Thanks for the support, everyone. Appreciate it. There's lots of kind words coming through. I appreciate it. I like this. Look, we've got Ali, a little... This is cool, man. Ali on the streets saying he's going to... Look at this. There's a guy getting intimidated. And there's Ali. The only problem is the guys that are doing the intimidating, the muggers, actually look bigger and stronger than Ali. The only thing I don't like about this is why is Ali not stopping all these wrong things? Like, there was a woman getting assaulted and Ali just stood there. Why did he do that? Why didn't he help? Why is Ali just watching people getting attacked? What is that about? Right, we got Miz TV. Or Miz, anyway. I don't know if it's Miz TV. I think it could be a match, actually, couldn't it? Is it Miz versus Elias? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it's the 2 out of 3 falls match. I tried to block that out of my brain. The Miz. Well done to Wolfpack. 42 votes. Here comes Shane. Shane McMahon's coming out. I think he wants to watch this from ringside. $. Maybe Ali has had a breakdown and the crimes are in his mind. Yes. Yes, all them people are puppets. And they're going to pop up in the background backstage in like 10 weeks' time. We're going to see that woman with the bottle that was like out of her mind. She's going to be in the background backstage in 10 weeks' time. Ali's Fun House. Imagine during Miz TV the lights go out in the Titantron and it's Abby staring at the... Yeah, I mean, imagine that. Imagine at any point lights go out and you've got one of the puppets on the Titantron. Like, the potential is huge. Favourite ring announcer of all time? It's got to be the Fink. Howard Finkel. It's got to be Howard Finkel. Elias is here with an electric guitar. Oh, man, look at Shane next to him. Shane is so annoying. He's like bobbing his head and making out his jam into these... Ah, it's horrible. So cringe. We should probably like that. We should probably appreciate the fact that he's a cringeosaurus. So, Shane's going to be at ringside. First time ever that Roman Reigns has tagged with The Undertaker. Wow! Can't believe that. How have they never tagged together before? What with Roman being in the Shield all the time? And Undertaker not really having that many different tag partners? Wow, what a statistic. That is incredible. Incredible. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. I don't care. Right, we're underway. Miz versus Elias. 23 falls match or whatever. We will do a Wheel of Fun as soon as we get to the next commercial break. Oh, Shane's stopping. Miz from doing some kind of springboard move. We're going to get a quick fur. Here we go. Drift away. 1, 2, 3. Matches have now become predictable because we've got to go to commercial breaks. Rubbish. This is rubbish. They've destroyed their own product with this stupid rule. That's not true. There was a very prominent house show where they tagged together. So it's not even true. Yes. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Wheel of Fun. Let's spin the wheel. Yeah, not good. I'm really hating this not wrestling during commercial thing. If someone from WWE is watching, please change that. I know you can't. I know. I hate the not wrestling during commercials, but I hate this more. Okay. Fine. Let's just do another forfeit. It's not as if I didn't have to do one yesterday. Right, we did the onion yesterday, and I didn't know what to do because I thought, well, we can't do the onion again because we've already done the onion. So I thought people won't want that if I'm doing the onion again. So I thought what I'd do is have a look, see if I had something that was kind of similar to the onion that would be horrific to eat raw. And I did manage to find something. So I'm just having to peel it. I have got, and I think you can do this. I think you can do what I'm about to do. I actually don't know. But I have got garlic, 2 cloves. Oh my god, that is strong. I never have garlic. I don't think I hate garlic. I don't know anything about garlic. I never go out my way to have it. I never use garlic on anything. Really strong garlic smell. So, I'm going to eat these absolutely raw. Absolutely raw. Not going to have anything with them. I'm just going to eat them. I've never done it before. I don't even know if you can do it. I'm sure you can. But, yeah. Here we go. Sean, have you ever eaten them raw? Garlic is great. I've never had it. It's very strong. It's very strong. Okay, this is a bad idea. That's going to be bad. I got sick from garlic. Oh, no. Why are you saying these things? Why are you saying these things? I'm sure you've had garlic on pizza. I have no idea. I never ordered a garlic pizza. I've had garlic bread in all fairness, but they didn't have these on. Right, here we go anyway. I'm just gonna do it. I don't want to do it. Not after your comments. Just do it, come on. Oh! It's like it's burning my tongue. legit burning my tongue. Ah! It's hot. Why is it so hot? I don't know what to do. I don't like it. It's just horrible. It's not. I've got water. That might make it worse. It's legit burnt my tongue. Oh, I didn't like that. That was not fun. Okay, settling down. I didn't expect that. I didn't know what to expect. Don't do that. Don't copy that. It was actually hot on my tongue. I don't know why it was getting hot on my tongue. I did not expect that in the slightest. Right, we're in the second fall between Miz and Elias. Okay, done. Yeah, Paul, it's not helping. Tonic water or cream soda is best for reducing the sting. Why is there even a sting? Why is there a sting? Why is it stinging? Got burning my heart now. Feel like my body's shutting down. 1, 2, kick out by Elias. It burns because it's raw garlic. It was horrible. Why? No one told me that raw garlic burnt. I thought vampires didn't like light and heat and all of that kind of stuff. Why are they eating garlic? That's the big question that's come out of this SmackDown live stream. Why do vampires eat garlic if it's so hot? Kicks coming in by Miz. I'm okay. I'm fine. Let's not blow it out of proportion. But my tongue is going numb. This always happens to me during forfeits. Right. Kick by the Miz. Elias goes down. Sheamus up on the apron. Elias has picked up the Miz. Skull crushing finale. 1, 2. Shane makes the save. They're allergic to garlic. Oh, okay. Fair play. Yeah, you're right. Garlic, you use garlic. Makes sense, doesn't it? Because garlic burns and it's hot and they don't like the heat and the light. And they like to be in like cold, dark, damp places, don't they, vampires? I know that about vampires. Even vampires won't eat it. Shane just like tripped over the Miz. don't watch vampire films. Clearly. I am proud to say I have never seen Twilight. Nor Dracula, actually. I really like horror films, but I've never watched a vampire one. I'm just not into vampires. They hate garlic. You think most people will now fall asleep? Yeah, they're now beating up the Miz on the outside. Elias has got his foot on the throat of Daniel Bryan. I mean, this isn't even a match anymore, is it? I think they're literally just destroying the Miz. Now, this is a 2-on-1 beatdown. Are we going to get Taker again? That's what I'm thinking. Right now, I'm wondering, are we going to get lights out and The Undertaker's going to come and save the Miz? It would make sense, wouldn't it? So here we go, the spear. I tell you what, though, I would be pretty upset if I was the Miz, because Roman was getting beaten up, Undertaker appeared. Miz has been getting beaten up, Undertaker hasn't bothered. So it is confirmed that the Undertaker does not watch Miz and Mrs. He does not care. He is not a fan. Well, there we go. That happened. That's the thing that happened. The way they're structuring these matches is pretty awful. Hashtag 2 out of 3 falls match. Elias, thanks to a lot of cheating, gets the victory over the Miz. And the world moves on. They're burying the Miz. What do you think will be Bray Wyatt's music? Hard to say. I would still keep it as something connected to the Fun House. What's happening now? They're going back. They've decided to go back. Right, come on, Undertaker. Now, it was during a coast to coast that Undertaker appeared yesterday. So, we're at a coast to coast again here. Shane going up top. Miz is in the corner. You might remember the lights went out when they came back on. The dead man was in the ring. Here you go, Shane up top. It looks like he's going to hit it. And he does. He hits it. Oh my God, it's confirmed. The Undertaker hates the Miz. Undertaker hates the Miz. Shane saying to the Miz, don't you ever come at me again. We're done. I mean, where was Roman? Where's Undertaker? What's going on? Where's Maurice? Wow. There we go. Poor Miz. Perhaps Undertaker was busy tonight. Perhaps he had bingo or something. I don't know. Bowling. Backstage with Kayla Braxton. Oh, okay, we got Finn Balor. Finn Balor. pregnant? Maurice is pregnant. I thought you meant Kayla was pregnant. Who's next for Finn Balor? Nakamura? Oh, we definitely... yes. I'll take that. Balor Nakamura. I'll take that. That's good. I'm into that. Heydo's busy now. I'm going to go to sleep. Shout out. Could be enough good dreams. Yeah, shout out Hussein the Rex. Thank you for joining us, dude. We're just seeing The Miz. Still to come, Kofi Kingston. Again. For the 4th time in 3 days. This will be a crazy fun story as long as the low blow stuff stays out. Yeah. You're right, dude. Just keeping an eye backstage right now. We got Bayley. We got Nikki Cross. Someone walked past Bayley. No, there was nothing. Nakamura back, yes. Days, for the next forfeit, you should put some English mustard powder on an onion. Oh my god. Maybe that could be like the ultimate forfeit. Maybe I get garlic, onion, mustard, just all mixed in. Can't even begin to... No, the whole thing upset me. No puppets yet. We've had one. I think Ramblin' Rabbit will be behind Ziggler before the main event. Any hints towards the Firefly Fun House? We had Huskus the Pig Boy backstage tonight. I lost my mind. I'm sure many of you did as well. See wrestling, do it. As soon as I mention anything to do with forfeits, there's a very strong chance that See Wrestling will drop a comment saying, yeah, do it. Do it. Wyatt will join the Iconics. Oh, man, could you imagine if Abby the Witch did? That would be amazing. I want to see the Iconics having a chat with Abby the Witch. That's what I want to see. Just backstage. Oh, what we got here? Hello. What we got here? That could be fun. So Nakamura isn't on the Japan trip then. Have they gone over now? Have they? I don't know. I'm out of the loop on the Japan trip. Days. I'm NJ guy. I've met Vince without his mask. It's weird how someone always walks in the background. There is a lot of movement in the background, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? Like, it is... I do agree. Like, when you... It's a TV show through now. It's probably a pre-recorded promo. He's most likely there. Balor is going to enjoy the low blows. Who was your favourite wrestler as a kid? Favourite wrestler as a kid? Probably the Ultimate Warrior. I mean, I loved Undertaker. I had a bit of a soft spot for, like, Big Boss Man as well, actually. I think if I was playing a video game, I would always choose the Big Boss Man. I love the Boss Man. Obviously, my nationality meant that I had to support the British Bulldog, of course. I was a big British Bulldog fan. So, yeah, British Bulldog, Big Boss Man, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker. Those are the kind of names. Maybe the movement in the background is people running from the puppets. Yes. Please tell me, why does Days hate onions? Well, I gotta be honest, I don't mind them chopped up and cooked. I think cooked is the most important part of that statement. I don't mind them when they're cooked. But I ate one raw yesterday, and it was very depressing for me. And today has been very depressing as well. Right, we're seeing Portland. I used to watch a show, actually, that I absolutely loved. That was called Portlandia. I don't know if anyone has seen Portlandia, but I really used to enjoy that. It's a good few years ago now. Here comes Nikki Cross. But I really enjoyed that show. I don't know if I actually saw every episode. I'd have to go back and watch it. Oh, and I loved. Here's a little fun fact. It's got nothing to do with wrestling. Absolutely loved Reno 911. I love that show. I think I've got all of the series on DVD. Loved Reno 911, and the film was hilarious. So there you go. If you want to know what like an ideal night away from wrestling would be for me, I would put on Reno 911. I'd get a pizza. I would maybe have a beer. I'd put on Reno 911. Happy as a huskus in a chocolate factory. What match is this? Bayley against Nikki Cross, is it? Bayley on her way down. Bayley. Oh, Ballette. What the hell is Ballette? Bayley versus. There we go. Bayley is boring. Did you start? No, Nando, I did. Problem, I'm just saying. Not a fan. We should be back. Everything should be fine. Knees to the midsection on Nikki Cross. Shout out to Yee WWE. Laggy Wowie. Shout out to Bentley Anderson. We are underway with Nikki and Bayley. Shout out to Bentley Anderson. How about the Peak Chip Challenge? I don't even know what that is. Dude, Chris, I have no idea what that is. Okay, so we've got... Do you know what? There's only 45 minutes left. These streams go so fast. 45 minutes left. Bayley against Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross on the top turnbuckle. Big news so far. Huskus the Pig Boy has been seen. Legit, that's the big news. And we might be building towards a Nakamura-Finn Balor feud. Shout out to Bruce Gilmore. Are we the only ones that can see the puppets? I don't think so. That hasn't been tested yet, has it? I mean, it's an interesting theory. Happy birthday, Jazza89. Alexa coming out during commercial. Huskus the Pig Boy is the only good thing that happened tonight. I know. I really think they're ruining their in-ring action, the in-ring stuff. I mean, I like the fact that they've taken away the rest holds. But now it's like the matches are going to be too short. I really don't think it's a problem having adverts during matches, personally. Vince, the puppet, needs to be driving the puppets out of the arena. Well, I personally can't wait to find out and see what the next one is. So we are still at commercial break. Huskus photo. Yeah, I'm sure I can find that for you on Twitter. Huskus Pig Boy. Huskus Pig Boy. There he is, look. Over the shoulder of Daniel Bryan, the legend. Huskus, the Pig Boy. Love him. Love him. I mean, look. This is what I'm saying. Look at the guy that's there. There's just a guy that's standing in the background. The camera won't focus because the camera's a heel. Come on, focus. Focus. Can you see that guy? I mean, look how close that guy is to Huskus. How does that guy not know that Huskus is there? Who is that guy? This is what I'm saying. If in a few weeks' time it turns out like that guy might be important, and then they might use that to show us that they've been in the background all this time. So I really feel like there's more going on than what we know right now. I'm not saying that guy's connected, but do you know what I'm saying? Do you feel me? Oscar's Big Boy. Nikki Cross charging over. These two are having a decent match, actually. You've got to give them respect. Bayley through the ropes. Nikki Cross moves out the way. Shout out to Wrestling Fan 57. Vince is the puppeteer. Ooh, that's a nice twist. Maybe it's Linda McMahon. Linda McMahon is the puppeteer. What's your thought on Wade Bad News Barrett? I like him. It's a shame that he didn't stick around, but they just didn't have anything for him. They weren't using him, were they? Right, big forearm smash by Bayley. Nikki Cross going for a kick to the midsection. Bayley to... Oh, no, it wasn't. I thought it was a Bayley to belly, but it was a slight variation. But she only gets a 2. She's going over to the corner. Going up top. We got 40 minutes to go. Obviously, we still got that... Oh, big... crossbody, but Nikki wasn't there. She pins. Gets a 2. Bayley reversing. 1, 2. Nikki Cross kicks out. Little small package. 1. Just the 1. Just lots of little pin attempts. Knee. Nikki. No, Nikki catches Bayley and she wins. Wow. Nikki pins the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Well, there we go. That's good. So I think that means that Alexa gets some... I love watching her celebrate. She is running all over the place. High-fiving Corey Graves. She's like, yeah! Watching, look at the face on Nikki Cross. I am so happy for Nikki Cross right now. Look how she is ecstatic. She's like us when we spot a puppet backstage. I'm loving this. I'm loving watching. She's like, yeah, I did it for you, Alexa. Alexa's not dead. I did it for you, Alexa. If you're watching down, Alexa, I did it for you. Okay, look, backstage, guys, backstage, guys, backstage, guys, backstage, guys, backstage, backstage, Rambling Rabbit, Rambling Rabbit, Rambling Rabbit, backstage, Rambling Rabbit behind the chairs. Carmella turned around and didn't see. Rambling Rabbit's gone as well. Ducked back down. But Carmella was looking around and how did she not see Rambling Rabbit? Drake Maverick's there as well. I'm still keeping an eye out. I mean, Rambling Rabbit's gone. Is something else going to pop up? Where's Rambling Rabbit gone to? Rambling Rabbit in the background. But he has gone for now. Don't even know what's happening. Like Drake Maverick saying words and I'm pleased for him. But I am more interested in what is happening in the background. I don't think they're going to have anything in the background because they're going to want you to pay attention to Drake Maverick. It's just a shame I'm not. I like Drake Maverick as well. So Drake Maverick says, "You've ruined my life." R-Truth embracing Drake Maverick. They are in the presence of greatness. If only they knew that the one and only Rambling Rabbit was literally just a few chairs behind. R-Truth. People are running down. So Drake Maverick thought he was going to be allowed to pin R-Truth, but he wasn't. We've got Ember Moon. I'm just constantly looking now. Only now have I noticed like how many backstage things they've started doing. They're trolling us. So there we go. We got Rambling. Days, you need to check Twitter now. Why, dude? Why? What's happening? What's happening? What's the word on the street? Ah, that's very kind. I retweeted that, dude. Thank you for the support. Scenes, man, just mad scenes. I want to see if I type in Rambling Rabbit. Rambling Rabbit. What are people saying? Desperately looking for Rambling Rabbit in the background. Rambling Rabbit. Night is complete. Yes, Rambling Rabbit. Look at him as well. What a legend. What a legend. He's waving. Ah, look at him. What an absolute goat. I mean, he's not a goat, he's a rabbit, but you know what I'm saying. He is a goat as well. Come on, focus, you stupid camera. Focus on the goat. Wow, you believe me. Rambling Rabbit. So we've had Huskus, we've had Rambling Rabbit. Absolute madness. Truth is the container. Who knows? Who cares? He is near. Lots of little pictures of Rambling Rabbit. Rambling Rabbit lives. He does live. He has died and come back to life so many times. That's huge, man. I mean, we think that we only got 2 yesterday in a 3-hour Raw. And in a 2-hour Smackdown, we get 2 again. I mean, there's only really Vince that's left, isn't there? So, how are they going to do this? Is it going to be a case that... Are they going to bring Bray back next Monday? That would be such a shame because it's so close to that anniversary. If they bring him back next Monday, I think that would be a little bit of a shame. But I don't know what else they're going to do. Unless they're just going to show us the puppets again. Are we really going to get a women's match followed by another women's match? Next week, Raw will be Demon Vince. Raw after that, Bray debuts. I think I saw Abby the Witch behind Ember Moon. I was looking, I didn't see her. Check C Wrestling's picture. Oh, dude, you tag me in it. Where's your picture, C? Where's your picture? Oh my god! I didn't even notice that. Oh, that freaked me out, dude. Dude, that freaked me out. I didn't even notice. I said thank you and appreciated the support. Oh, Jesus, that's hurt my heart. That scared me. Did I look then? Did I actually even look? Because that was really weird. Oh, part of me doesn't like that, you know. Part of me is quite scared of that. If you don't know what can I show you what C Wrestling has done? Look at that. Again, the camera's not going to focus, is it? But you can see Abby right there in the background. As cool as you like. That is such a great tweet. Can we please go over to Twitter? Show C Wrestling love for that. I mean, you should show him love anyway, because he was saying, you know, such kind words about the stream, and I really appreciated it. But I didn't even notice that. I did not notice there. Look at that. Look at that. That is, you've done that so well. There we go. Jump over. Jump over to Twitter, my friends. Show C Wrestling love. Because that just scared the hell out of me. That legit scared the hell out of me. My heart stopped. Ooh. Abby, that is such a great picture. Love it, dude. Thank you. Right. Ember Moon on her way. Wouldn't it be cool if you could kind of play along to the entrance music somehow? Like maybe like a little drum kit that you go like as Ember comes out. Wonder what entrances would be good. What entrances have got like big drums in? That would be fun. These are the kind of weird things I think about sometimes. Let me in? There's someone in the crowd that's got a let me in sign? Have they been planted? Was it Bray? Everything's a mystery now. Everything's a mystery. Let's have a look. How many likes has that picture got? I want C Wrestling to... He deserves love for that. Can we get that to 50 likes, do you think? Is that asking too much? Look, we're on 18. We've had 50 votes on a poll. So can we get that to 50 likes? We're up to 19 likes. We're on live like watch right now. Live like watch. Welcome to the Wrestling Days live like watch. You can see, I mean, obviously drop him a follow if you haven't as well. But we're here on live like watch. We're only at 20. You know, I feel like if you've got Twitter, jump over, smash a like on that. Let's see if we can get that to 50 likes. I never ask for likes on tweets, but I think it'd be cool if we could get that one up. We're up to 21. Can we, as a cringe crew, as a community, can we jump on that, support that, get that up? If you go over to C Wrestling's cheeky Twitter account, there you go. That's what C Wrestling's. This camera is a nightmare. This is like the best camera you can buy, but it just will not focus. We are on 24 likes. Sonya Deville making her way down. I do need to probably still do some kind of streaming. Ember Moon in the ring versus... Are we going to see Sonya Deville? I really like Sonya. Sonya Deville. We are. I like Sonya Deville. I'm a legit fan. Right, where are we with... We're on... Oh, guys, you're doing good. You're doing good. Breaking news, we're on 36. This stupid thing just will not focus. We're on 36. 37. 50 is the little target that we've set. Can we get to 50? We're on 39. It's sneaking up there. Ember Moon, kick to the mid-set. Ember Moon, look at her go, man. Lots of very quick strikes, quick kicks. You guys are being legends. Can I just tell you that? Breaking news, you guys are being absolute legends. We're on 42. We're on 42. Mandy Rose on the outside, backing away. Ember Moon going over. She throws Sonya Deville back into the ring. Kick and a miss. Into the ring post goes Ember. Nice distraction work by Mandy. And Sonya gets the win. There we go. Sonya gets the win. Sonya Deville gets a victory. Well done, Sonya. We're on 45. 45. But they were like looking at each. Aleister Black. I'm loving this from Aleister. There's a real frustration here, and how's that frustration going to show itself? Lights have gone out. Someone's knocked at the door. Someone's finally knocked at the door. Who's at the door? Smile on the face of Aleister Black. Well, answer the door. Oh, might have been someone that was just lost. That could have been anyone. Ah, oh, please don't be Bray. Please don't be Bray. That is not a feud that Bray needs. I hope it's Evil Vince, actually. I hope it's the Evil Vince puppet. That would be amazing. 51, yeah! Well done, everyone. Thank you very much for the support. Really cool. Really cool that we could get that up to 51 likes. 52 now. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that. Very, very cool. I bet it's Bray. I don't think it's Bray. I don't think it's Bray. I think that it's going to be someone that you're not expecting. I think people are going to expect it to be Bray, but I think you'll be surprised. I think it'll be someone else. I've heard rumours, actually. I don't know. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. Well, it's not a spoiler because it's not a spoiler because I don't know for sure. If you don't want to know a piece of information, well, look, Aleister Black has been having house shows against someone recently, and so the belief is that that is the person that he's going to feud with. So if you don't want to know who that person is, then I'm giving you ample warning to just step away off the stream right now. Okay, so I'm giving you warning. If you don't want to know who that person is, you can step away. But I believe that the person that's just knocked the door, Randy Orton. I think it's Randy Orton. Randy Orton is feuding or doing house show matches with Aleister Black at the moment. So there's every chance that they're just checking out the chemistry between them and working out how the matches are going to go. So Aleister Black, Randy Orton, that's my prediction. Might be wrong. Might be right. Right, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Right, we need to put a poll up. Poll up. Right. So, we have got a winner takes... Oh, helps if I can spell. Winner takes all championship match going up for our live stream championships. We've got WWE Reviewer. We'll be going one-on-one against Ye WWE. Boom. Boom shakalaka. NBA Jam. That is tweeted out. Okay, so we're just at commercial break. We will do the Wheel of Fun at the next commercial break. There's only 20 minutes left. I need... What do I need? Okay, so poll is up there. Boo, boo, boo. Ember Moon, Sonya Deville, that is done. We are moving towards Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston. Of course it is. It's always Kofi Kingston. Every time I watch wrestling, Kofi Kingston's having a match. Boom. There we go. My Twitter has gone crazy. People talking about Rambling Rabbit. $55 likes. Absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Aleister versus Orton, but Bray comes in and takes them both out. Well, actually, I mean, Bray could get involved in that because him getting revenge on Orton is definitely a storyline I want them to explore. Because Orton has really caused Bray a lot of trouble, burning down the compound. Just it's got to play into a future storyline. Like, Bray needs to at some point go after Orton. So yeah. Did any of the puppets come out? Yes. We've had Abby the Witch, and we have had Abby the Witch, and we've had... No, we haven't. What am I on about? We had Abby the Witch and Mercy yesterday on Raw. And tonight we've had Huskus the Pig Boy and Ramblin' Rabbit. Huskus the Pig Boy and Ramblin' Rabbit. So, mad scenes. Easily the best parts of the show tonight. So, yeah. Exciting. So, Kofi is throwing more pancakes out into the crowd. Loving them pancakes, aren't they? Slinging out pancakes into the crowd. This is, of course, a 2 out of 3 falls match. We're just missing the Vince puppet. Yeah. Where was Ramblin' Rabbit? He was behind R-Truth and Drake Maverick. So we've got 19 minutes for this 2 out of 3 falls. I missed it. Did I? I missed the super chat. Oh, that sucks. Let me have a look. Let me have a look and see. VAR isn't showing it. Yes, got it. Blue Nugget, thank you very much. Saying there is a spider on the wall. I get people do that a lot. I get the spider on the wall a lot. Rarely have people gone to the lengths where they actually Photoshop things in behind me, then send them to me on Twitter, and then get me to look. Like, See Wrestling took that joke to a whole new level. Whole new level. Nice. Drop kick. Kofi goes down. Dolph going for the pin. Doesn't get it. Little bit of it's been a little bit laggy this evening, hasn't it? I don't know why it struggled so much. Certainly says it's all okay now. I don't know if it's got something to do with the weather or something. I don't even know. Dolph has got a headlock. Body scissors around Kofi. I mean, we're going to get a quick first fall, aren't we? Because surely we're going to go to commercial break soon enough. That's what I hate about this. I'm really not into this. Days, did you see Dana's Swanton Bomb? It was gorgeous. I didn't. No, I didn't. Days, did you see that during Ember Moon and Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose replay, the person in the red shirt looked like Bray? No. It looked like Bray Wyatt to me. It was just a person or a red shirt standing there. What do you mean? Where are they? In the crowd. Where was Huskus? Huskus was behind Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Days, the Vince puppet is behind you now. I'd love that. One. Oh, Dolph! Reversing. Nice little pin attempt by Kofi. Great little reversal. Knee to the midsection. John Moxley is the best. It wouldn't surprise me. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it, and it really wouldn't surprise me if Bray Wyatt was able to actually be out there in some kind of disguise. Kofi gets the first fall. The thing is, though, if Bray was out in the arena, you would think people would notice him. Although, saying that, people didn't necessarily notice Enzo. Into the barricade goes Kofi. I'm keeping an eye out now for people in red shirts. WWE are forcing me to pay attention. This is how they're doing it. They're making me look out for puppets and Bray Wyatt. And as a result, I'm like avidly having to watch. Right, Wheel of Fun time. So it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Wheel of Fun. Let's bring the wheel. Where is it? There it is. There's the wheel. Right, spin the wheel. You're the realest dude in the what? Oh, no, it's gone beyond the wheel. That's how real I am. The struggle is real. What the hell is that? Oh, my days. Talk about real. This is a real struggle. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that. Right, first of all, let me give the proper shout out here to VAR playing up. M Wrestling 412, EM Wrestling, M Wrestling. I'm not sure. I'll go with M Wrestling. M Wrestling 412. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Let me take that away. And now let's solve this. We're going to need to get Columbo on this. Or are we? That looks to me like it is on Slam Attack. Let me make it. Let's make this big. Let's go as big as we can. It is. It is. That is on Slam Attack. So, Wheel of Fun. Wasn't sure what it wanted. But it has landed on Slam Attack. So, 3 packs of Slam Attack. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. These are going to go to the 15th person that gives me the word rambling. 15th person that gives me the word rambling. You will win 3 packs of Slam Attacks. And I'll put a little cheeky Wrestling Days autograph in there as well. Not that you want it. Not that you want it. But I'm giving it you anyway. Might be good for starting a fire. If you need to start a fire. Little bit of paper with a scribble on it. Should never turn that down. Alright, here they come. Rambling. Oh man, hang on. It's going so fast. Let me count it up. Back with Laurel's block back and beat. Okay. Wow, this VAR is in a weird... Okay, let me count it up. 1, 2. Okay, that goes to Stow Hard. Well done, Stow Hard. Stow Hard. You are a winner. Well done, dude. Well done, Stow Hard. STAAL. Well done to you. Let's jump back over because has this kick out by Dolph. 3 minutes to go in our poll. 44 votes though. That's amazing. 10 minutes left of this show. 61 likes on that post as well. That is awesome. That is brilliant. Thank you so much for the support with that. What I really like, actually, is the fact that C Wrestling is just getting bombarded with notifications. I really like that. That's warming my heart inside. So, feel free to keep bombarding C Wrestling with retweets and likes, and we'll just have his phone going ping, 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 ping. Right, let's pay this some attention. Okay, I don't even know who's. I don't know who's winning right now. Days, where are all the puppets? We've seen them all, apart from the Vince one. Days, wouldn't you compare Rambling Rabbit to the Joker from Batman? They've been brought back so many times. Well, I mean, the Joker's evil and Rambling Rabbit doesn't appear to be evil. The Joker obviously is like the arch nemesis of Batman. I'm not sure Rambling Rabbit is the arch nemesis of anyone, so... kind of feel like he's more like some kind of a surfer dude. How's it going, Bray? He's all kind of like, yeah, man. In my head, Rambling Rabbit goes surfing. Dolph has got Kofi down in the middle of the ring. Please, WWE Shop, I want to buy my own Rambling Rabbit. I know, dude. I know. I feel the same. 1 minute left in that poll. Can't tell if the fan in the red shirt is Bray. I would say probably not. I'm pretty sure if they're just sat in the crowd, then people around them will have seen it by now. Dolph goes into the turnbuckles. I think Bray will go through 3 transformations until Wyndham breaks free. Well, yeah, I mean, I do think the Wyndham thing is very interesting. I've never considered him bringing his real life persona into WWE, but the fact that Bray says Wyndham is the key, do you know what I mean? That's it's interesting. It's interesting. Dolph dropping the elbow on Kofi. Gets a 2. Days do another Smith's toy hunt. We need something to hunt. I mean, it's well documented that there's just really Smiths are kind of letting us down at the moment. There's only got 2 figures of Elite 68 in stores, so it's like the range. It's impressive, but the new figures aren't there. It's going to make it hard to do toy hunts, if I'm being honest. But we'll try. It's amazing, actually, the kind of decline of the action figure world here in the UK. I mean, literally, you go back when I was living in Southampton, you had Toys R Us, you had Smiths, all of them were getting the new figures in. Now, you've only got Smiths and they're not getting all of the new range. There's been such a decline. Massive crossbody by Kofi. Kick out by Kofi, though. He got caught. 1, 2. Kick out again. If he does the Wyndham Rotunda thing, it will bring his dad and uncle's name back. Yeah, and also, surely there would be connections with Bo, because obviously Bo in real life is his brother. So if we are going to bring the real life into it, then yeah, I mean, all of a sudden you can start telling stories with Bo Dallas. It might be really interesting. It might be really interesting. I went to Walmart and they had nothing. Bray Wyatt will be like Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind. The 3 faces of Wyndham. The 3 faces of Wyndham. Imagine that in a Royal Rumble in the future. Wyndham, Bray Wyatt, and The Fiend. Kofi to the outside. 5 minutes to go, my friends. And all I can taste is garlic. It's all I can taste. Kofi comes crashing down onto Dolph, going for a cover. Oh, shoulder up. Any Bray puppets? We've had 2 tonight, yeah. We've had Huskus and we've also had Ramblin' Rabbit. I did not expect them tonight. I was very vocal about that. For me, SmackDown has just always been a repeat of Raw. They've never given us anything new when it comes to the Funhouse, so I didn't expect to see new puppets tonight, but we did. And it was much better for it. In fact, easily the best part of the show. Sit down powerbomb by Kofi. Although credit where it's due, this match has been excellent. I have enjoyed this match between Kofi and Dolph. It's just a shame that they're a bit overexposed. Like, this match would have had a lot more impact if this wasn't the 4th Kofi match that I'm having to watch within 3 days. Getting down to 3 minutes. Went for Trouble in Paradise. Dolph has caught it, though. Little roller. 2. Kick out by Dolph. Dolph hurling Kofi into the corner. Zigzag. 1, 2. No! Kick out again by Kofi. No way. Bray is knocking on the door because he says, "Let me in." What is your Twitter? My Twitter is at Wrestling Days UK. If you want to vote on the polls, then I always keep that on at Wrestling Days. I just kind of feel like the at Wrestling Days UK is like thoughts and talking about wrestling, whereas at Wrestling Days is the polls. If I was the champ, someone attacked me, I wouldn't give them a title opportunity. Ah, you're using that common sense, aren't you? That's got no place in WWE. Fired up Dolph Ziggler, screaming, "Come on," to Kofi. Super kick, Kofi rolling out the way. Misses with Trouble in Paradise. Goes for a kick again. Trouble in Paradise! 1, 2... Kofi wins. Kofi wins. I feel like that's a surprise. Oh, no. Does that mean we're going to have to hear Dolph screaming, it should have been me, for another 5 years? So there we go. Kofi gets another victory. Should Bray make all the puppets and the Fiend Twitter pages? Don't know, that seems like a lot of work, doesn't it? Into the corner goes Kofi. Just on that replay, it's quite hard actually. No Vince puppet. Always Raw. They got to save something for Raw. You might get that Vince puppet in the first hour. What I'm confused about is how are they going to film next week? Are they going to up the ante? Maybe next week we get kids and puppets. Maybe Luke Harper, or maybe they're going to turn it up next week. I don't know. Can't quite get my head around it. Interesting stuff. And the show ends with Kofi celebrating. Whoo! Right. I can feel my voice going a little bit actually. Obviously we've done Stomping. I've done UFC on Saturday, Stomping Ground on Sunday, Raw on Monday, Smackdown on Tuesday. It's taken its toll. But I absolutely loved it, and I really do appreciate you guys joining us. Hope you enjoyed the streams. I absolutely love doing them. Make sure that you hit that subscribe and you join us for Fighter Fest this Saturday. AEW this weekend. We will be live streaming Fighter Fest, so little change of pace, but we will be here for that. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate the support. Get your scores in. Get your scores in as to what you thought about the show. 3 out of 10 says see wrestling, but 10 out of 10 on the stream. That is very kind, dude. Appreciate the support. I hope those notifications keep coming in all night for you. Yeah, get your score. I thought I'm gonna give it about a 3-4 out of 10. It wasn't a bad show, but there's not much that I want to go back and watch again. I want to see Huskus. I want to see Rambling Rabbit, and I thought the main event was good. Outside of that, I could probably leave the rest of it, so it is what it is. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to go. I think my throat is closing up because of garlic, so I'll hopefully see you this weekend for AEW. Bye for now.